Keep a knife at the left side of your temple. Okay, maybe like look at something off the side of my head here. How hard I hit it with just my arms and hands. A lot of you are like, dude, I'll take that. Like, but you can see, I mean, that's almost, 80% of my distance right there was just hit with my arms and hands. Here's the big thing with the driver, width of stance and ball position. That ball's off my left shoulder, inside of my left foot, my head's back here. Okay, notice how my head's way behind the golf ball. Now, one thing my dad always told me was to keep my head in the picture frame behind the ball. Okay, you don't want to laterally move out in front of this because you're going to shove it dead right, and you're not going to have time for that club to pass you naturally and get the height that you need, the launch you need, I should say. You don't buy the club time to actually square up. Me being in this picture frame behind here, that's where I'm setting up to begin with. Yes, my head's going to finish over my front foot, but watch. Not until after impact. Right at the point of impact, I can read that TaylorMade logo on the back of the ball all the way up to impact. Okay? And you can see that hits right through the equator of that ball and gets that ball to launch with that beautiful trajectory out there like that, okay? And that's very important, okay? If I were to move out in front of that, which a lot of people do because they get the wider stance, and when you have a wider stance, it's easier to get going side to side. When you start going this way, I see a lot of pop-ups, top of the face. I see a lot of hard shoves right, with ball going right, start right, keep going right. There's two ways to beat your hands to the ball. One is rotationally. The other one is laterally. Both, the rotational one gets very spinny right shots. The lateral one gets very blocky start right shots, okay? And neither are good. They both kill distance, okay? They kill distance. So one thing I want you to see, if you guys were watching this, he always told me, keep a knife at the left side of your temple. Ashley, for you, it's going to be the right side of yours, of course. I know you know that, but making it clear, right here, a knife right here. We're going to go up to the short game area soon. Guess where that knife's going to be? On the right side of your head. Never back up in the short game. Stay forward. Here, never lean hard into it. Stay back. Okay, like hitting a home run. I'm on the inside of my back foot a lot longer than you think I am. Right up into the point of impact, and then almost like the bat pulls you through to that front foot. You're not up there too soon. Think about it like this for you baseball players. Why is a changeup a great pitch? Batter thinks it's a fastball. On your front foot too soon, ball's still out there, he's got you. Now you're just swinging your arms. And that's what happens here. You get that weight to the front foot, trying to catch it up, no chance. You lose all your speed. So keep an eye on this right here. My head's back here. Watch, I'll stay back on it, okay? Maybe like look at something off the side of my head here. And watch, you'll hear the sound of the golf ball before you'll ever see my head cover that spot. Okay? And that's actually my thought. You know what's funny about that? That's my thought for hitting a draw, which that ball had a nice draw to it. That was me keeping that head back. That's what actually allows that club to pass me. I always say there's two things that are like the most important things with the driver. Staying centered, and then the sequence. This is the longest golf club in our bag, okay? It's the one we want to hit the hardest. So for those of you who were told, hey, hold your back to the target a second longer, allow the arms to get moving, you're gonna have to feel it like probably twice as much with this club than any other club. Now, why? Okay, well, hey, outside horse. Inside horse. We want to have a photo finish, but we know the outside horse has significantly farther to travel. I never shy away from having hand speed. Okay, my hands are just trying to always catch up with my hips. My hips open quick, but my hands need to be moving with them for me to actually have continuous rotation. It's when the hands fall behind that the hips then stall out and the hands try to catch up. So one thing that's very important, I want you to watch here. Watch my hand speed. You watch me stay centered. Now watch my hands independently of my body here. The hands get moving very quick on the way down. Okay? And that's, that you can see that thing. Those hands move, right? They move with my hips. It's not like I'm not turning my body. It's just that I'm making sure my hands are in sync with that motion. Now, what's funny is I like to show this example here to everybody who wonders, how hard, I hear all the power, it comes from the hips, right? Well, I'm going to show you how hard my hands hit it, isolated in my body. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to face Mike right here, and I'm going to hit a ball over my shoulder. What does that mean? I'm not rotating, or at least I'm holding my rotation back. Of course, my body's going to move a little bit, but I'm holding it back. But I want you to see how hard I hit it with just my arms and hands. A lot of you are like, dude, I'll take that. You know what I mean? But you can see, that's almost, 80% of my distance right there was just hit with my arms and hands. Okay? It's really important to see and watch. Think about the opposite. If I'm wide open like this and I'm out in front of it, what do you see? The weak fade right. And I can't catch up. I'm already out in front of it. Most people do that in their swing. They're out here and they're way out in front of it, and then the arms and hands, have to catch up, and they can't. And that's that right shot. So really good to see that. And just remembering, just like Justin Rose showed us at the Masters and all the tournaments, you watch him. What does he do, guys? All the time, right here, right? He's just keeping his arms in front of his chest, not letting his chest spin out ahead of his arms. Okay, so when I hit a drive and I actually focus, head's back here throughout, arms and hands just feel like they start a little bit ahead of my shoulders. Okay, and that's just the normal one. I'm not trying to hit it hard, so watch for that how it lands. That's the fairway finder, right where I'm aiming just right at that stake. Now, if I want to hit it harder, so here we go. If I want to hit it harder, I maximize my end range of motion. Watch, I got 30, 40 more yards in there, guys. What that comes from is I will let my left heel pick up a little bit, like you see Bryson do, or some of those guys. Nothing wrong with that. Nicholas used to do it all the time. It allows me to feel like I can get a little extra range of motion there. I'm just increasing the length of my turn. I'm letting my body just get a little extra. I used to, when I was young, you guys, I could keep my feet flat on the ground like the newer age teaching and make this big turn, and I could get back there. Now I get stuck right here. I need to let it go to get myself that extra few degrees here, okay? So let's hit one hard. Harder. I don't think I have 100% in me yet, but I can get 85. See the lead foot? Watch it. Here we go. Big draw there, but didn't quite get that one. Here we go. That kind of hit the bottom of the face. That's crushed. That's going to have 20 on the last one here. Oh, see that? Fly up in the trees there? That was like probably 35 past the other ones. And if I want to kill it, here we go. We'll tee it up a little higher in this one. See? Yeah, so this is a little higher. I would normally go half the ball above the top of the face. If I'm into the wind, I'm going to go a quarter of the ball above the top of the face. If I want to send it right now, which I'm going to send it, I'm going to go like 3/4 the ball above the top of the face. The hotter spot on the driver, guys, is upper middle. The ones that get spinny and don't go as far are down here. Like that one I just hit was a great drive, don't get me wrong, but it just cut 1 millimeter below the center, which is why it didn't have, it had 10 more yards just out of efficiency. Let's see if I can get this one a little higher on the face and watch how far this thing goes. There it is right there. Watch this, guys. Oh, God. Watch this thing. Yeah, see that over there? That's way up there. Yeah, for me, that's far. For me, that's far. All the components of the golf swing we talked about earlier are 100% still true. Body and hands have to stay together. I'm just saying stay behind that ball and don't get that shift in transition. And make sure that the arms and hands aren't continuing to go to the top as you are unwinding. Make sure your hands are changing directions with your body. When I go up and I transition, I want my arms and hands always moving in the same direction as my body. So maybe you guys can see that now when you watch this next swing. So let's see if everything can go together here. If it doesn't, it'll go right. If it does a good job, stays pretty straight. You can see. You know, it's just like I didn't try to crush that as a normal drive that I would hit to find a fairway out there, but you can see everything moves in the same direction right there, okay?
Here we are at the beautiful Fairmont Grand Del Mar and the Grand Golf Club, the home of Porzak Golf, where golf is not just considered a sport, it's a lifestyle.
The Porzak Golf membership will take you on an immersive journey that blends performance, lifestyle, and the spirit of the game like never before.
This membership is geared towards helping you play the best golf of your life and enjoy the greatest game ever played. For more information on what your membership includes, click the link below.